Well, good evening and welcome to the YHC Basketball Arena for this evening's Peach Belt Conference men's basketball game between the Cougars of Columbus State University and the Mountain Lions of Young Harris College. Young Harris enters the game at 9-3 overall and 3-2 in the Peach Belt, while Columbus is 8-5 and 2-4. Young Harris leads the all-time series with Columbus State 2-0. The Mountain Lions won an 84-74 decision in Columbus and a 111-107 overtime victory in Young Harris last season. Starting for Columbus, number 2, Shane Hayward, junior out of Charleston, South Carolina. Number 4, a 6'4 junior out of Orlando, B.J. Battle. Number 5, he is a junior guard from New Orleans, Ty Harris, New Orleans. Number 23, R.J. Sessions, 6'2 freshman out of Columbus, Georgia. Rounding out the starting lineup, a 6'8 junior out of Pensacola, Florida. Number 32, D'Angelo Kirkland. Cougars are coached by Robert Moore. He's assisted by Dean Sando, Isaac Joyner, Ben Hicks, and Carl Little. And now for the starting lineups for your Young Harris College Mountain Lions.
For your Mountain Lions.
Starting at guard, a 6' junior from Brooklyn, New York, number 5, Isaiah Johnson. Number 10, a 6'1 guard out of Atlanta, Georgia, a junior, number 10, Purdy Lawrence. He's a senior, 6'2", from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, number 22, Steve Viterbo. A forward, 6'5" junior out of Abaco, the Bahamas, number 24, Kevin Altador. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Mountain Lions, a 6'7 senior from Knoxville, Tennessee, number 32, Sam Watson. Mountain Lions are coached by Pete Herman, assisted by Brian Benator. And we'll get started. This should be a good one. Again, Young Harris comes into this one 9-3 overall, 3-2 in the conference. Lost the last time out, lost a close one, very close one down at Georgia College. Columbus State, 8-5 overall, 2-4 in the conference. Jumping for Columbus State, the Cougars, 6'6 Shane Hayward, Kevin Altador from the Bahamas. Jumping for the Mountain Lions. Tip control by Columbus. They'll work the left side. Basket is good from Kirkland. Columbus on the board first. Viterbo up top, Sam Watson. Working around the perimeter, Isaiah Johnson. 3-ball in the corner is good. Then the Mountain Lions have their first lead by 1, 3-2. Ty Harris now, Young Harris in a man. Isaiah Johnson picks him up. Coming over to the left side, Battle. He's guarded by Viterbo. Top of the key, Kevin Altador stepping out, putting the ball on the floor. Good hands by Johnson. They try a cut on the baseline. Nice feet inside. Missed the shot, but the rebound, Hayward puts it back up. And Columbus retakes the lead at 4-3. Hayward with the basket. Johnson running the point, left side for Turbo. Looking for Altador, posting up, nothing there. He'll come back up top. Looking for Watson in the high post, nothing there. Left side for Turbo, Altador, baseline jumper is good. And the Mountain Lions lead by 1, 5-4. Both teams feeling it early. Top of the key, this is Sessions. He'll be picked up by Purdy Lawrence. Driving the paint, stop and pop is good. B.J. Battle. Everybody feeling good tonight. Got all the crew back. Cheerleaders are back, band's back, baseball players are back. Baseball players wouldn't have liked the Georgia Southwestern game. Turbo, 3-ball up top, no good. Watson fights for the rebound. kicks it out to Hurdy Lawrence. Up fake, now step in off the glass, no good. Rebound Hayward. Gets the ball out to Harris. Columbus State, 100%. Basket and a foul. They're going to get Isaiah Johnson with the foul, I believe. No, it's going to be an injury. Trainer comes over. Blood, it looks like.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you own a white Saturn SUV and it's parked behind the recreation center, you're blocking as officials.
They're going to let Isaiah stay on the floor.
License plate is BUJ 7479.
Columbus leads 8-5. Columbus going to come with some pressure. We'll clear out, let Isaiah. He'll come cross court to Hurdy, right back to Johnson. Top of the key, dangerous pass, Lawrence. Columbus is in a man. Right side, Lawrence. Really pushing Young Harris out on the perimeter. We'll go to Sam down on the high post. Inside out to Altidore. 8 on the shot clock. Runner left side, no good from Lawrence. Rebound Kirkland. Columbus perfect thus far from the field. Top of the key, 3-ball, Kirkland, no good. Turbo with the board, takes it himself. Feeds down to Watson, too high, and Young Harris turns the ball over, and it will be Columbus State basketball. 17-17 to go in the first half. Cougars lead 8-5. Ty Harris works against Isaiah Johnson. Johnson pokes it out. Harris recovers. He'll go down on the left side. Working down on the block against Watson. Spin up with the left hand, in and out. Fight for the rebound. Hayward controls. They'll get a threat fast 35. Harris with the ball. Picked up by Lawrence, by Johnson. Johnson moving the feet, stepping out, works him to the right side, goes for the steal, nearly gets it. They'll feed into the top of the key. Left side, 3-ball over by the Young Harris bench. Rebound long to Turbo. Switches hands quickly, finds Lawrence. Left side, 3-ball, leaves it short. Rebound Kirkland. Quick pass all the way down to Hayward. He can't control. It will be Young Harris basketball. .16:22 to go in the first half. Mountain Lions trail by 3. Isaiah Johnson with the basketball. He'll feed Sam Lawrence. 2 dribbles, draws the contact. Sam can draw contact. First team foul on Columbus. Foul is on Hayward. It's his first, team's first.
Team first.
Johnson will inbound underneath. Johnson again getting a little carry on the sideline. While we're getting some medical attention, we do want to remind you our game sponsors are United Community Bank, Hiawassee Hardware and Building Supply in Hiawassee, and Enrico's Italian Restaurant, a taste of Italy in the mountains right here in Young Harris. They let it be known. Go Mountain Lions. Now we're back to live action. 16:08 to go in the first half. Columbus State leads by 3, 8-5. A lot of caucusing going on down here. Inbounds to Turbo. Columbus going to get a travel on Turbo. Columbus really stepping out and putting some pressure out on the perimeter. Columbus State ball. Harris works against Johnson. They'll feed Sessions, 3-ball, way short. Out the door with the board. Quick out to Johnson. Isaiah feeds Sam Watson down on the block. They've done a good job keeping him the ball out of his hands. Nice interior pass into Altidore. Can't get the shot down. Rebound Columbus. They'll look to run. This is Harris. Jumper right side. No good. Fight for the rebound. Hayward controls. In the paint. No good. Columbus State really crashing the boards. Lawrence comes out with the loose change, though, and he'll keep it himself. Head up, coming left side for Turbo. Feeds Altidore. Baseline jumper. No good. Fight for the rebound for Turbo. Hustling, draws it in. He'll shoot a three, and he'll drain it from the land down under. 3-point play off of his hustle. We're tied at 8. Little miscommunication. Robert Plant said communication breakdown. And we got a media timeout. 14:59 to go in the first half. We're tied at 8. Mountain Line Basketball, Channel 99 Ridgeline TV, YHCathletic.com.
Some finals from around the conference tonight.
14:59, we're tied at 8. Some finals in women's. Clayton State defeats USC Aiken.
Went to overtime, North Georgia 94, Georgia College.
North Georgia in overtime over Georgia College. USC Aiken, by the way, our next opponent. And Flagler, Team Young Harris, has defeated over GRU Augusta. Watson, left side for Turbo. Looking inside for Altidore, nothing there. Finds Johnson, left side, misses the 3-ball. Fight for the board. Ty Harris, Columbus looks good on the boards tonight. They're really attacking the glass. Right side 3-ball, battle, no good. Long rebound out to Brandon Dawson. He loses the handle. And it will be Young Harris basketball. Started out ablaze, and both teams have cooled off considerably in the last few minutes. We're tied at 8. Isaiah Johnson runs point for Young Harris. Young Harris a 3 of 9, 33 1/3%. Columbus 4 of 11, 36%. Young Harris with the basketball, running the baseline. Altidore finds Johnson up top. Nice dribble penetration with the left hand off the glass, and Young Harris retakes the lead, 10-8. Quickly, we'll back into our man defense. Johnson works against Ty Harris. B.J. Battle, he's going to work against Hurdy Lawrence, C.J. Wilson, and Tony Raymond. And they're going to get Kevin Altidore with goaltending.
Taking in from the mountain lines, number 2, C.J. Wilson.
C.J. Wilson checks in place of Hurdy Lawrence. And the senior, Tony Raymond, will check in for the senior, Steve Turbo. Wilson now to Rockdale County will run the point. He'll come right side to Johnson. Running the baseline, Altidore. Nice penetration, nice take. Faked the reverse layup and went up with the right hand, scores. And Young Harris has the lead by 2, 12-10. Quick feed down to Kenny Funderburk, a junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and he gets fouled. Funderburk will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul on 24, Altidore. His first, team first.
Free throw is good for Funderburk.
Funderburk at the line to shoot the second of 2.
Second free throw coming. It's good, and we're tied at 12. Columbus coming with some pressure. Diamond in one look. They're going to force a turnover. Derek Spear with the steal. They'll feed down to Brendan Dawson, and he travels. Baseball players agree. They made the call first. And it will be Young Harris basketball. Tied at 12, 13:20 to go in the first half. Raymond to inbound. Gets the ball to Johnson. Quick diagonal to Watson. Big Sam gets it. Now feeds C.J. Wilson. Nice feed down to Altidore. Great body control, but can't get the shot down. Columbus quickly coming back the other way. B.J. Battle matched up on Raymond. Now this is Derek Spear. He's a junior out of Atlanta working against C.J. Wilson. Young Harris sticking with that man. Bjorn Walker getting ready to check in for the Mountain Lions. Putting it on the floor, Hayward, and they're going to get him for traveling. Sam Watson holding his ground out top. And number 12, Bjorn Walker checks in for Kevin Altidore. Bjorn Walker, good-looking freshman. 6'4", out of Alpharetta, Georgia, played at Alpharetta High School. We're tied at 12. Quick take by Johnson. Draw some contact. And Isaiah will go to the line to shoot two. Foul is on Hayward. His second team.
Johnson at the line to shoot.
Great crowd tonight. Students back, Purple Rain, cheerleaders, baseball guys. Hadn't seen Luke the line, but got a good crowd in the house tonight. Johnson leaves the first one short.
Kirkland back in the game for the Cougars.
He don't miss many. Johnson is the leading scorer for Young Harris, averaging 15.6 points per game, 72% for the line on the season. Knocks down the second. He's a good free throw shooter. Comes in at 72%, 47 of 65. Young Harris, 5 players in double figures, and Tony Raymond and Steve Viterbo very close to being in double figures. 2 ball, no good. C.J. Wilson gets the board. He is forced out of bounds. It's going to be Young Harris ball. Our officials tonight are Glenn Tuitt, Keith Fogelman, and Archie Whaley. Young Harris up by 1, 13-12. C.J. Wilson. Pass into for Turbo. He has a shot block. He fights after the loose ball, and he's able to get it off of the body of Derek Spear. It will be Mountain Line basketball underneath. R.J. Sessions, the freshman out of Columbus, re-enters the contest for Coach Robert Moore's squad. Inbound to Johnson, near steal by Columbus, and near steal again. Wilson comes out with it. He'll find Raymond up top, coming right now back to Raymond. Will reset, 12 on the shot clock. Wilson into the high post to Watson. Gives out to Raymond, time running down, 5 on the shot clock. Runner in the lane is good. The senior from Brooklyn, Georgia, and Young Harris has a 3-point lead, 15-12. Blocked by Bjorn Walker. Here comes Young Harris in transition. Nice give down to Isaiah Johnson. Left-hander reverse, misses, but gets his board. Beats Sam Watson. Big Sam scores. And Young Harris has got it up by 5. Coach Moore going to take a timeout. 11:34 to go in the first half. Young Harris leads by 5, 17-12. Mountain Line basketball, Channel 99, Ridgeline TV, and YHCathletic.com. For the latest news, notes, and information about Young Harris College athletics, check out the website at YHCathletic.com. Young Harris with the lead by 5, 17-12. Columbus State with the basketball. C.J. Wilson stepping out defensively on Derek Spear. Floating up top, R.J. Sessions buries a 3-ball, and it's a 2-point game, 17-15. Johnson with the ball, gives Sam Watson the ball in the high post. Stepping out right side. Wilson to Bjorn Walker. He'll come right side Raymond. Young Harris floating high now. Watson works in, draws the contact. So strong in the upper body, so strong in the legs, handles the ball well, moves the feet, draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot two. But first, we're going to get a immediate timeout. Comes at 10:57 to go in the first half. Young Harris leads by 2. It's looking like it's going to be a good one. Mountain Line Basketball, Channel 99, Ridgeline TV, and YHCathletic.com. Last time out, Georgia College scored the game's final 7 points over the final 82 seconds to rally for an 81-78 Peach Belt victory over Young Harris last Saturday down in Milledgeville. Georgia College overcame a 42-35 halftime deficit to Young Harris to take its first lead in the second half on a layup by Royal Thomas with 13:37 to play. The Bobcats opened their lead to as many as 6 points before Young Harris got 2 free throws by Kevin Altador, a layup from Isaiah Johnson, and a Sam Watson jumper to knot the game at 61 with 8:54 remaining. The team would battle back and forth until Tony Raymond's layup gave Young Harris a 76-74 lead with 2:42 left. Kevin Altador added 2 more 2 free throws to extend the lead to 78-74 with 1:22 remaining. Terrell Harris's old-fashioned three-point play, and Ryan Blumenthal added a three-pointer on the next 2 Georgia College possessions, and that gave the Bobcats an 80-78 lead with 39 seconds left. Harris added an insurance free throw with 11 seconds. Young Harris had a chance to tie the game, but C.J. Wilson's three-pointer bounced off the rim with 3 seconds left. Hurdy Lawrence was one of 5 Young Harris players in double figures as he led the Mountain Lions with 16 points. Wilson tossed in 15, while Altador and Watson each had 13. Tony Raymond had 10. Right now, Young Harris leads by 4, 19-15, 10:25 to go. Young Harris, 7 of 17 from the field, 41%. Columbus is 6 of 6, 37.5%. Young Harris being led in scoring by Isaiah Johnson with 6 points. Columbus State's Shane Hayward has 4 points. Very close basketball game statistically in every aspect. Young Harris in transition. Steve J. Wilson quickly out to Tony Raymond. Runner, and they're going to get Tony for off it for charging.
Foul on number 30, Tony Raymond.
Stephen Turbo and Hurdy Lawrence going to get back into the game. Isaiah Johnson going to get his first break of the contest. And Steve Turbo will come back in place of Tony Raymond, who picked up the foul. 19-15 your score. We're inside of 10 minutes. Young Harris with the basketball.
Columbus State number 5, Ty Harris.
Ty Harris, the junior out of New Orleans. Checks back in. C.J. Wilson, the freshman, will run the point for the Mountain Lions. Steal by Kenny Thunderbird. He'll kick out left side. 3 ball is good by R.J. Sessions. And Columbus cuts the lead to 1, 19-18. Sessions with his 6th point. jumper, top of the key, no good from Kevin Altador. Rebound comes off to Ty Harris. Ball is stolen by C.J. Wilson. C.J. will pull up, right side three ball, no good. Altador skying for the board. We got a foul away from the ball. Actually, yeah.
Foul is on number 32. D'Angelo
Foul is on Kirkland. His second. Team's fourth. Wilson inbound. Feeds Walker, inside out. Hurdy Lawrence, long three ball, no good. Dimitri Davis, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Nice fast break opportunity. Kenny Vanderberg scores. Columbus retakes the lead by one, 20-19. Turbo feeds out the door. He puts it on the floor, and they're going to say Big Kevin travels, and it will be Cougar basketball. Isaiah Johnson checks back in, as does Sam Watson. Sam wasn't out long. C.J. Wilson will get a breather. And Isaiah Johnson will run the point. Ty Harris works against Isaiah Johnson. We're right back to where we started from. Coming off of a screen from Davis. Nice take inside. Rebound off the miss. Hurdy Lawrence. Hurdy playing big inside. Steve Turbo with the ball. One dribble. Gives the ball to Walker. Now back to Isaiah Johnson. He'll reset. Double high post. Now Walker goes low. Watson stays high. Lawrence with the ball. He's tied up. Gives the ball to Turbo, who loses the handle. Funderburk comes out with it. Nice take. Funderburk scores. And it's a three-point Columbus lead. Coach Herman's going to want a timeout. 7:52 to go in the first half. Columbus leads by 3, 22-19. Mountain Line basketball. Ridgeline TV, YHCathletic.com. If you can't be at a home game this season, you can still follow the game with real-time statistics at livestats.prestosports.com/YoungHarris. Lots of things now with the new year in. New session, new school in session, new semester. A lot of things going on athletically and academically. We'll be talking about that as we go. Baseball just around the corner, as is lacrosse, as is golf, as is softball, as is bass fishing. But right here tonight in the Valley of the Doom, Young Harris trails by 3. In case you haven't heard, our women winners, close one, back and forth. Win by 5, Lauren Smith, really big. Keita Robinette hit a 3 ball as time expired to give Young Harris a lead. Bjorn Walker scores on a putback, cuts the deficit to 1. Dribble penetration, baseline cut off. They'll kick it back out. This is R.J. Sessions. Gives it up to Kenny Funderburk. Now Harris, their point guard, a junior, will work against Isaiah Johnson. He's coming left side. Quick hands by Johnson. Steals the basketball. Finds Walker, but he's too strong up close with the outlet pass to Isaiah Johnson. And it's going to be Columbus ball. Young Harris 7 of 20 from the field, 35%, 2 of 6 behind the arc, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 9 of 22 is Columbus from the field. 2 of 6 from behind the arc and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Columbus State has had the advantage in the paint, 12-8, 5-3 Columbus State's advantage off turnovers. Young Harris 7-2 in second chance opportunities. Columbus leads off the bench 6-2. Young Harris is led in scoring by Isaiah Johnson with 6 points. R.J. Sessions and Kenny Funderburk each with 6. For Columbus, going to get Steve Turbo with a travel. Young Harris Nation wanting a foul. Team's even in rebound, 13-all. Steal by Steve Turbo. He'll feed out to Isaiah Johnson. Nice crossover, crosses back. Feeds Sam Watson. Big Sam goes up and draws the contact. He is so good at that. And he has gotten much better from the free throw line. Been to the line 86 times this year. That's by far the most on the Young Harris squad. There was a time early in the season when he was below 50%. He's got that up to nearly 54%. And he's already knocked down 3 tonight, and we're tied at 22.
Madeline Davison checked in for the Cougars.
According to the scoreboard, Sam's got 55 points. I don't think that's right. Sam will put up his 56th point. I'm joking. But we do have the lead. 23-22. Nice spin in the lane. Nice jumper. Nice move by Jermaine Morgan. And Columbus retakes the lead by 1, 24-23. Isaiah Johnson, Columbus in a man. Left side, Hurdy Lawrence. Now they're zoning up a little on us. All right. Steve Turbo stepping up to the elbow. Watson, he puts it on the floor. Baseline, right hook. Keeping it alive, Isaiah Johnson. They're going to say he stepped on the end line, and it will be Cougar basketball. 5:30 to go in the first half. Mountain Lions trailing by 1, 24-23. It's been a back and forth affair. 3 ties, 6 lead changes. Young Harris's largest lead was by 5. Columbus State's by 3. Isaiah Johnson down to Hurdy Lawrence. That's going to be offensive interference. Lawrence gets credited with 2, and Young Harris gets credited with the lead, 25-24. Back and forth affair. These two teams kept it close. Young Harris won down in Columbus last year, 84-74. Won here at the Valley of Doom last year, 111-107. Remember that one well. That game was an overtime decision for our Mountain Lions. Pull-up jumper is good by Brandon Dawson, senior out of Atlanta, and Columbus retakes the lead, 26-25. Johnson to Turbo. Steve feeds into Sam. He's at the left elbow, throws the ball over Steve's head, and it's going to be Columbus State basketball. 4:35 to go in the first half. Good to see a new student here this semester at Young Harris College. Bryson Robertson, former player here at Young Harris, the first 3 years of the resurrection of this fine program. He's back at Young Harris just to be a student. We'll let you know this, that Vince Martin, our point guard at Young Harris, who had graduated, working on his master's at Jacksonville University, Division I school in the Atlantic Sun Conference. Vince is starting point guard for Jacksonville. The Dolphins, he is third on the team in scoring and leads the team in assists. Frank Adams playing down at Florida Southern University, a team that we played in women's earlier in the year. Free throw is good from Kenny Funderburk.
Funderburk at the line to shoot the second of 2.
comes Funderburk to second.
Number 11, Nick Turner.
Nick Turner, senior out of Indianapolis. Checks in. Funderburk gets the free throw. It's a three-point game, and Young Harris loses the basketball. Unforced turnover. And we don't have the crowd in it right now. Got to get the crowd in it. This is Funderburk working left side, and Nick Turner. Back to Brandon Dawson. He spins in the lane. Taken away by Isaiah Johnson. Isaiah going hard to the hole, draws contact from Kenny Funderburk.
Foul on Funderburk, his first.
His first.
It's the team sixth.
Team sixth.
And we have a media timeout.
And we have a media timeout. 3:58 to go in the first half. Columbus leads by 3, 28-25, Mountain Line basketball. Ridgeline TV and YHCathletic.com. Like Young Harris College Athletics on Facebook at www.facebook.com/YHC Athletics. Follow Young Harris College Athletics on Twitter at twitter.com/YHC Athletics. 3:58 to go in the first half. Columbus leads by 3 in a game that has been back and forth the entire half. Young Harris comes in a tough loss down at Georgia College. We come in 3-2 in the conference, 9-3 overall. Columbus State comes in 2-4 in the conference, 8-5 overall. Tony Raymond inbound, gets the ball into Johnson. He's got C.J. Wilson with him. We work around against this zone pressure. It's a 1-3-1 look. Raymond right side over by the Columbus bench trying to find a partner. Gets the ball to Wilson, who finds Watson, who feeds inside the paint to Johnson. Takes it in. Man, nice move. Nice little scoop move. Scores, cuts the lead to 1. Isaiah's got 8 points. And it's a 28-27. Young Harris zoning up. And they're going to get Isaiah with the foul. That'll be his first. Just the team's fourth.
Team fourth.
Strong offensive move inside for Jermaine Morgan. He scores, draws the foul. He can give Columbus a 4-point lead. Foul was on Isaiah Johnson. Correct that. Sam Watson, his first, team's 5th. Not many free throws in this one. Watson scores and draws the contact.
Watson with 2.
Big Sam getting in the groove, doing what he does, being strong inside, drawing the contact, going to the line to shoot free throws, where he is increasingly bringing that percentage up. Kevin Altador checks in for Bjorn Walker. Walker with some extended minutes. Sam misses. Hustling for the loose ball is Tony Raymond. It was last touched by Columbus State, so it will be Young Harris basketball underneath. 3:01 to go in the first half. Young Harris leads by 2, 31-29. Johnson inbounds to Watson. Sam stays with it. Can't get the contact. Going to say Sam touched it last. It does appear that Columbus State got a hand on it, but it will nonetheless will be Columbus State basketball. Young Harris zoning up of a 2-1-2 trap look. Coming right side, 3-ball, B.J. Battle, no good. Rebound, Columbus. And again, Jermaine Morgan with the rebound and scores, and again, we foul him.
Basket is good. Foul call
And Columbus
number 30.
State starting to extend the lead just a little bit late in the first half. Foul was on Tony Raymond, his second, team 6. But in the act of shooting, Morgan at the line. Nails the free throw, and Columbus has its largest lead. Young Harris now with 2:30 to try to cut into it. We trail by 5. And again, Young Harris, unforced turnover. Communication seems to be an issue. Congrats to Coach Paul and her ladies team. 68-63 winners over a very good Columbus State team. Team that we lost to on the last second shot, so I'm sure some sweet revenge. Right now in the men's game, we're trailing by 5, make it 7, as we can't do anything with Jermaine Morgan. He's got 10 points, and the lead is 7, and we have gone into a drought offensively. Isaiah Johnson going to the rack, draws the contact, and he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Exactly 2 minutes left to go in the first half. We trail 36-29. Johnson steps to the line. He's the lead. He and Sam Watson, our leading scorers, both with 8 apiece. First free throw is good.
Johnson at the line to shoot the back end of the 1-and-1.
Second free throw is good. And the lead is cut to 5, 36-31. Inside of 2 minutes now. Young Harris going back man. Big Dimitri Davis taking it hard. And not sure what the call is. Turbo, right side Watson. Out the door, nice pass to Turbo. Steve, nice right hand. Can't get the shot down though. Alley-oop, oh, you're hanging on the rim. Nice feed into Altidore, he scores. And the deficit is back to 5. Jumper left elbow, no good. C.J. Wilson with the board. C.J. got the score left side for Turbo. Johnson spots up 3-ball, leaves it short. Rebound Morgan, he got a dozen points and several boards. He's been big for Columbus. We're inside of 1 minute. 38-33, strong take. And right now, Young Harris having trouble defensively. Dimitri Davis. This is a 7-point deficit. Isaiah Johnson. We're going to get a timeout.
We have a timeout by Young Harris. Want to remind everybody the concession stand is open in the outer lobby. They have drinks for $2. Starbucks coffee for
Timeout on the floor, and we want to remind you that this is most outstanding professor night. Young Harris trailing by 7, looking for answers. We'll keep it right here as it's a 30-second timeout. .34 seconds left on the game clock. 7-second differential. Shot clock, game clock. Young Harris with the basketball for Turbo to inbound. Isaiah Johnson with the ball, comes right side, C.J. Wilson. And again, dangerous pass. We trying to skip pass, we come out with it. Got to watch the shot clock. Is it a dozen? Altidore jumper, right elbow is good. We trail by 5, 40-35. Pull-up jumper is no good. Fight for the board. Johnson with it. Got to hurry. 3-2. C.J. Wilson at the buzzer. No good. Would have counted, but it didn't go. And the first half comes to an end with your score. Columbus 40, Young Harris 35. Mountain Line Basketball, Channel 99, Ridgeline TV, YHCathletic.com.